Hey, it's great to be with you again today. Hey, it's Ash Wednesday. We're running into the Lenten season, right? And we're preparing for Easter. We have 40 days to examine our faith and decide what we believe and why we believe it and dig in a little bit and see what's going on, right? And one of the things that we talk about a lot during Lenten season is temptation. And temptations come all year long. It's not just Lent time, right? When temptation shows up. Lent is a time when we talk about temptation and how prevalent it is in our society and in our lives. And we can be tempted really easily by things, right? Because here's why, right? Because temptation doesn't come with like little horns and a forked tail and try to like, ooh, come on with me, get out of here, right? That would not tempt us. What tempts us is stuff that, well, it looks beautiful. It's pretty. It's enticing. It's luring, right? It tastes good. It smells good. It's something that's exciting and it's unknown, and we see it and we're like, oh man, that looks like that's fun. That looks like that's, ooh, man, that would be incredible, wouldn't it? Let's try that. And we jump in with both feet, and the next thing you know, we're treading water, and we're trying to keep our head above water because we've jumped into the deep end and we don't really know how to swim in these waters. You know, Jesus was tempted for 40 days in the wilderness. He was fasting. He was out there and trying to get in touch with God and be in communion with Him and just hanging with Him and spending time so that he could figure out where he was going in this mission that he was on. And it was a big time mission. It was the mission of all time. And 3 times Satan came to him and tried to veer him off course, tried to get him off the mission. Hey man, why don't you just, I know you're hungry, why don't you just, boom, turn these rocks into loaves of bread and then you won't be hungry anymore. Hey man, why don't you just, I know you're really tired and you're weary and everything. I thought, why don't you just take yourself up to the top of the temple tower and jump off, and before you hit the ground, like just say, hey angels, and boom, a bunch of angels will come in and snatch you out of the air before you even hit your foot on the ground. Or hey, how about this? You don't have to go to the cross, Jesus. You don't have to do all that. All you got to do, if you want to rule the world, just bow down and worship me, and I'll give you the entire world. You see, Satan's trying to take Jesus off track. He wants him to go away from the mission of sacrificing himself to being the atoning one for all humankind. If you just do these things, he tries to just get him out of whack, right? As we go through this Lenten season, let us keep our eyes and our mind focused on the one who came for each and every one of us. Let's not be tempted into veering off track, but keep our eyes on the one who died for each and every one of us. May God continue to pour out His grace, mercy, and blessings on each and every one of us until we get to meet again. Amen. Amen.